Getting locked up would once again put HoneyKomb Brazy's life and career on hold, and between September 2018 and September 2019, Brazy would only drop one new song on his own YouTube channel when in November 2018 he put out his second track, the aptly named Freestyle Part 2, which was released together with a music video that was seemingly filmed before he had gotten locked up. The song follows the proven formula of the Freestyle Part 1 with no chorus, but simply Brazy spitting straight bars for about 7 minutes. The song wouldn't quite reach the hype of Freestyle Part 1, but the music video to Part 2 stands today at over 7 million views, and at this point, Brazy clearly had a formula of going viral off his street stories between spells inside. On the last day of 2018, Brazy would reflect on his life from behind bars, writing how being in jail once again had shown him who his real friends were and those who were around him just for the opportunity of getting some clout. That was followed by major news the next day as Brazy would announce that he had been in touch with none other than J Prince, the legendary music executive and owner of Rap-A-Lot Records from Houston, Texas. Brazy was apparently planning on signing with Rap-A-Lot when he got back out in the streets. J Prince Jr., the son of the music mogul, would also post himself on Instagram listening to Brazy's big hit Freestyle, and the two would even FaceTime together while Brazy was locked up.
Yo, to HoneyKomb Brazy, man, yeah, man, we about to turn this man everywhere. You get what I'm saying? It's on Mars. It's on Mars, man. Yeah, it's up there, man. Hey, man, he the next one coming out. I said it's on Mars. He the next one up. I said that. And you know who come behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
During 2019, while Brazy was locked up, he would drop a few features with other Mobile artists like Bianca Clark, as well as promoting them, for example No Cap, who was already making big waves and was soon about to release his breakthrough hit Ghetto Angels. Brazy was also still seemingly working on new music and writing songs ready to capitalize on his buzz as soon as he was free again. And that time would finally come in September 2019.
Try again. What's up? Yesterday, freeze your ass going out at the gate. Damn, boy, made out that boy. Boy, look at him, boy. Over with. Never again. It's over with. I'm ready to go to the studio. Got deep at that whole body like cheese curd. Big bro. Man, one time to tell you. Though y'all been pull up over there? Look at ball. Smoke dog, yo. Let my cousin record up. Y'all gonna get that sit to jail. Hold up. That's how you open this bitch up, man? How you open that whole D?
Brazy now had both a fan base that was waiting on his next move after the huge success of Freestyle Part 1 and 2, and connections to some major music industry heavyweights like the Prince family as he would touch the streets rocking a brand new Rap-A-Lot chain. Not long after this, the music also begun dropping again too, starting with the song and music video for a track titled New Body. Starting off with a clip of Brazy FaceTiming the Dirty South legend Boozy Badass, who welcomed Brazy back home. This would show just how far HoneyKomb Brazy had already cracked the music industry despite the very little time that he'd spent as an official recording artist, and now he was commonly associating himself with some of the biggest names in rap. New Body was followed with a slew of other songs and music videos like the track HoneyKomb Jr. vs HoneyKomb Brazy, named after his old street persona and new rap persona, which Brazy had actually teased on Facebook when he was still locked up, although he would seemingly end up shortening the song from its original 10-minute runtime. There's also the song Under Pressure, where Brazy raps about his trials and tribulations both in and out of jail, like spending time in solitary confinement and even getting stabbed in prison. Brazy was also doing shows in Alabama, but problems kept following him, with at least one of these shows seemingly being cancelled due to Brazy's notorious reputation, as Brazy would take to Facebook to vent, calling the police lame and scared, as they had apparently labelled his shows as gang-related. Also, despite Brazy's close ties with the Prince family, he would eventually post that he had not signed with Rap-A-Lot after all, seemingly looking to get into a better position before locking himself into a deal, and saying in a Facebook post that he's got something up his sleeve and that he needs a fire-ass manager since he got this far with no management or promotion. Unfortunately though, just when things were beginning to look extremely good for Brazy's rap career, his deep connections to the streets would ultimately knock him back, as Brazy was later arrested for drug and gun possession, once again breaking the conditions of his probation. That same day, someone would post on his Facebook saying that Brazy would be home soon, but of course, that wasn't the case. And once again, Brazy would be stuck in jail right when he was poised to take his career to the next level. Fortunately though, this time Brazy had at least had music already recorded, and in January 2020, he would release his debut project, the 12-track long HoneyKomb Hideout. Interestingly, for whatever reason, Brazy's Facebook is completely clean of any posts during this time he was locked up in 2020. Perhaps this time around he couldn't get his hands on a phone, or maybe he'd rather let the music do the talking. But what we do know is that right before Brazy would be released in early November 2020, he would take another major loss in his personal life, as at around 8:40 AM on the 21st of October, Trayvon Thomas, the younger brother of Brazy's fallen best friend Det, was found shot dead inside his Semler Street apartment, right around Brazy's old stomping grounds in the Happy Hills neighborhood.
So, Ado coming up at Allah, and was it Happy Hill with you?
It was just me and Dick and Happy Hill.
You and Dick?
Yeah, it was just me and Dick and Happy Hill.
Oh, that's where everybody be screaming like HoneyKomb and everybody?
Yeah, Dick.
That's your brother?
Yeah, that's my brother. That's my big brother. Big gangster.
Big gangster.
Yeah, old Dick. Rich.
You look gangster.
Yeah, I'm looking. But I ain't no damn gangster. I'm not no more gangster. I'm not no gangster flag. I am a comedian.
The circumstances around his death are still largely unknown, but it seems that Thomas had become a victim of a homicide. Trayvon, better known in Mobile as Trey Baby or Funny Ass Trey Baby, was an aspiring stand-up and social media comedian who had begun to garner a name for himself in Alabama by doing comedy shows around the state, as well as doing sketches on social media. In the song Mind of a Real N-Word, that was released a few months after Trey's death, Brazy would rap how he thinks it's time to leave Mobile due to all of the violence, as well as pointing out how both Trey and Det got killed on the very same street, the Semler Street. Trey's death would hit Brazy hard, and he would later promise to take revenge if he ever found out who was behind the murder. A few weeks after Trey's death, Brazy would suddenly return to his Facebook at the beginning of November, seemingly around the time he was released from jail. But sadly, once again, only a few days after getting out, Brazy himself will become the target of a serious attempt on his life.
Don't get it for real. Don't get it, man. You gotta be taking that bitch out of here. Mama.
No, pump Megan. Dead way.
On the 10th of November, Brazy and his crew were in Montgomery, Alabama, when Brazy would go live on Instagram in good spirits, unaware that history was about to repeat itself. As it turned out, the people who had recently shot him 8 times were just released from jail. They would allegedly attempt to take him out again in a shooting that was caught on both surveillance video and social media videos. By some miracle, Brazy would survive the ambush without even getting hit, and already that same night, he would post on Facebook, seemingly directly taunting Southall by telling him to get his money back because the hit that he had ordered had failed. Then, 5 days later, Brazy would drop his first single since getting out, the self-titled track called HoneyKomb Brazy, along with a music video that starts with a clip from the live when the gunman opened fire. Only about a week after that, Say Cheese would put out their interview with Brazy, where he would open up about the shooting, explaining how he had been at the spot for about an hour getting haircuts with his team before going on live for about 10 minutes when someone opened fire at them.
That day, it went really now. We really slept that whole day. We woke up and we hit the mall. Everybody went and got haircuts and shit. We about to get ready to dip out for real. Everybody just getting together, that let's popped out, spent, and we got right,
So you're on IG Live, just doing your thing, enjoying your life. And how long were you posted at that spot?
Like about an hour and a half.
You were on live, posted at that spot for an hour.
No, I went on live an hour. We were getting our haircut. The whole gang was getting their haircut. So we were there about an hour and a half. But I went live probably like 10 minutes.
And I could tell you was just vibing, and then you look up and you see the mother who was about to let it off.
Yeah, I see the gun. I ain't see him.
What's going through your mind when that happened?
I'd have been 8 times before. I already got shot in the head, so you know what was going through my mind, goddamn. Yeah.
Brazy would also open up about his experiences in jail, surprisingly revealing that his relationship with No Cap had gone sour due to an incident behind bars.
Alabama's booming right now. You got Rollo, you got No Cap. I've seen you mention his name in the live. You said you with No Cap. What is the relationship like with y'all? Because Rollo and No Cap, they're doing their thing. Kind of blew up while you were in jail. Now you're out. A lot of people been wanting y'all to link up and do music.
Like, on some real shit. I don't know what's going on. I out, but it's a little incident happened, hit people. I got knocked out in the county jail, and they saying I sent a hit at him, but I don't know how he feeling for real, but I count though, like count silent, count real,
A few days after that, Brazy would drop one of the biggest songs to date, his track The Truth, Gucci Flow, which is a diss song aimed towards Brazy's ops, particularly DD Southall. A track was clearly inspired by the recent attempts on his life and takes its name from Gucci Mane's legendary 2012 diss song The Truth, which was aimed towards Gucci's biggest op, Young Jeezy. The song itself is HoneyKomb Brazy at his rawest, including nothing more than a simple beat with drums only and Brazy spitting for 5 minutes straight without a chorus or a break. Brazy begins the track by expressing his frustration towards the fact that he gets locked up every time he gets his rap career moving, and then he immediately starts throwing shots at Southall and his crew, beginning with the famous line, "The biggest rat in the city got some bricks on my head." Brazy would also send shots towards a Mobile-based rapper, YSD Cap, who is known to be close with Southall and has even made music together with one of Stank's brothers called Johnny B, who Brazy even mentions in his old True Story jail freestyle that he recorded after killing Stank in 2016, where he mentions how he used to be so close with Stank's brothers like Johnny that they had even slept in the same bed together. Brazy would also mention how Southall's shooters shot up his mother's house while his sister was inside, with his mother counting 20 bullet holes, and explaining how he's been fantasizing about catching and killing the perpetrators. Unfortunately, it seems at this point death was truly surrounding Brazy and the people close to him, and already the next month in December, he would lose yet another person close to him. Tykia Daniels, better known as Big Ty, was a member of Brazy's RN4L crew.
Crazy. I'm so good. The bro got me so good. My mama. Got me so good.
On the 1st of December, Ty was at a BP gas station in Fairfield, Alabama, when he was shot and killed by another male, DeAndre Carruthers, who was arrested soon after the murder. The motive for the murder has never been released to the public, but the following day, Brazy would post a tribute to his fallen friend. Despite his issues in the streets, Brazy was making some serious moves in the rap game, dropping numerous music videos in just a few months' time that all have garnered millions of views. Already in December, he would post how he had bought a $300,000 house for his mother after having only been out of jail for a month, specifically highlighting how he had done it all without a record deal. Brazy was becoming the most buzzing rapper out of Alabama, and it wouldn't take long for him to end up being compared to some of the greats, commonly gaining comparisons with one of the most influential rappers of recent decades, Gucci Mane, which is not just because of their similar appearance, but also more importantly due to Brazy's undeniable ability to drop street anthem after street anthem, which kind of resembles the same run that Gucci Mane had back in the late 2000s when he played a key role in popularizing the trap music sound that went on to define the Atlanta rap scene as well as rap music in general to this day. But moreover, both Gucci and Brazy are known for their notoriety in the streets, and having the image that they've really lived what they rap about. However, Brazy, who has pointed out that he can't really be the Gucci Mane of Alabama due to Gucci Mane himself actually being from the state originally, so instead, Brazy has called himself the Gucci Mane of Mobile, highlighting the importance that his hometown at the bottom of the Alabama map has played in his life and career. But as time went on, Brazy was becoming a great in his own right and picking up the attention of industry heavy hitters. Brazy was becoming very close with the Prince family and Rap-A-Lot Records, and at the end of January 2021, Brazy would release a World Star hip-hop exclusive music video to the song Dead People, starring none other than J Prince himself. And the video featured Brazy toting a golden AK-47 next to J Prince in a Rolls Royce while rapping how he would never let J Prince down. Therefore, it's no wonder that Brazy was even hailed by the hip-hop media as J Prince's new protege, and at one point, he would even have a long Instagram live session with J Prince himself, who is known for generally keeping a pretty low profile and rarely hanging out with rappers. In the video, we could see Brazy rocking a brand new Mob Ties chain and showing fans just how close his personal relationship was with J Prince.
Big homie like this Brazy. That big homie now. At the gate, they know that. But boy, when they get on here, they light it up.
Hey, y'all see what it is?
That loyalty.
Goddamn loyalty.
For real.
Snitch drank this, he like cough over and die. This ain't for no snitches, this is loyalty. Right here, choke snitch,
Oh shit, I don't even drink it, don't sip it, so you know that loyalty. Like you know that loyalty, man. Look. Then they raw and uncut. Say
crazy. You know what I mean?
Crazy. Y'all know what the going on. Man, it feel good to be living like this though. It feel like fly for real right now.
The world is out.
But while Brazy's music career was taking off nationally and even globally, and while associating with a major label all the way in Houston, as well as spending time in places like Atlanta, it was his beef in Mobile, Alabama that was still clearly occupying his mind, as Brazy would ultimately open up about the whole city allegedly linking up to take him down. Unfortunately, since Brazy was nowhere to be found, his enemies would go on to target the people closest to him. What would come next would be one of the most heinous crimes against a rapper that I have ever seen in the whole of hip-hop history.